Okay, so right now I want to upgrade the Microsoft Azure subscription to pay as you go. I'm actually going through a video that's helping me to understand and practice the things I'm learning. So I had a pay as you go, which will expire in 6 days. It was for a 30-day trial for me to be able to get on top of this topic. But I found out that there are some limitations as it is, because the different subscriptions have different permissions and capabilities. So for me, at this point in time, what I really want is a virtual machine that I can run to follow the video, that will not incur unnecessary bills. So I found out that the ones available in my region, which is both for Canada and US, are expensive. The available VMs there are expensive. Let me take you there so that you see what I'm talking about. Alright, so I am on the virtual machine. Let me go back to virtual machines. So I was trying to create a virtual machine here. I'm taking just virtual machine, nothing special, not this. So choosing the virtual machines here. I already created my group and the rest. Let me assume I can go straight to that just to save time, but I'll come back to, you'll see my other reasons later. But let me just come here and select I've selected Ubuntu server. I'm looking for a free one, but in the size here, it's telling me this size. Alright, standard B1. So if I check through the list of available, you see there are no cheap ones that will not incur so much money. Though I think this one just appeared now. I didn't see this before. This is for a month. I think this could do. No. Okay, this is desired, but it's telling me this size is currently unavailable in East US for this subscription. Right, so this is my challenge with this. So even if I change the region to other places, I still can't get it. Okay, if I change to, let me change to Canada Central, and let's see if it's so the size is currently unavailable in Canada Central for this subscription is what I get. Okay, let me even see if I refresh quota. So this becomes a stumbling block for me going forward, especially with this implementation. So trying to troubleshoot why this is the case. It looks like the cloud space is becoming more competitive and more of a business than begging people to come and use their platform. Before, they give you generous resources to use to try their products, but now it looks like more serious business is going on, so they are giving less of attention to those who are coming to trial. Rather, they pivot and satisfy those who are paying. So for that reason, you do not get what you want here. So the best way out of that is to upgrade your package. So I did a lot of research, which later I will try to put together, because it's very tricky when it comes to picking a package that will be economical for you, especially when you are just starting out and you have not started making money, you're just trying out this product. So, but bottom line for today now, I want to go to upgrade. So here is upgrade. I was even looking about for it. Upgrade from your trial subscription. Okay, let's click upgrade from here, and it's checking my subscription. So under the frequently asked question, you see what happens after I upgrade. You get 12 months of popular services for free, plus more than 40 products that are always free. Beyond what's free, you can pay only for what you use each month, and you can cancel anytime. Then what happens to the Azure credit if I upgrade before 30 days? Let's see that. Your remaining credit will still be available for the full 30 days after you started your Azure free account. So like now I do have $273 in credit or so. If I don't upgrade, that goes away. If I do upgrade, this is telling me that your remaining credit will still be available for the full 30 days after you started your Azure free account. Then it asks the question, do I have to pay after I upgrade? It says as long as you use the product quantities that are included for free, you won't have to pay anything. What happens with my product if I do not upgrade? Yeah. So if you don't upgrade by the end of 30 days or before you've used your Azure credit, whichever occurs first, you won't be able to access any Azure services. So I think it's a safe landing place for anyone who is trying out this product, because now it's safe. They are not incurring any bill, except you go above and beyond what is available for that package. Okay, so I'll be doing more videos on this with time to illustrate the pros and cons, the differences, but based on my research in the last few hours of trying to move past that challenge of this particular VM is not available in my chosen zone, so I'll be upgrading right now. So since we've seen that you get free service for 12 months and other products, then you still carry forward your credits, which is over $200. It becomes like real money when it gets to pay as you go, right? Because it means that that $200 which was for play cannot be used for serious work when you upgrade to pay as you go, and you can control your costs. This is part of the training to control costs. So let's do the upgrade right now together. So I will be doing that now. Upgrading subscription. All right, did you see that? It was even seamless. I was thinking it was going to take some more process than it did right now. So you can see we have upgraded. Get started with your upgraded account. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Okay, great. Okay, so get started with your upgraded account. You've upgraded. Stay on track with your Azure cost. Thank you for upgrading your account. We prepare some recommendations to help keep track of your cost and manage billing for your account. Go to cost management and billing, or return to the previous page. So what do we have here now? Review your budget to control your spending. So your monthly budget is $282 Canadian dollar, right? Budget is based on credit amount, so manage budgets. Make use of free services available for you for 12 months, and paid services is 0. Free services is 0 out of 58 used. So I have access to 58 free services. Here are the free services available. Okay, so this gives you, or give me, an opportunity to test out all of this, right? Storage files, 1 gig per month. Storage premium page, right? Storage standard hard drive. So view all free services here. You can see. So these are all the free services that I've not touched. So this was what I was looking for. This is the reason why I'm upgrading, because I couldn't get this BS series B1S in the free Azure free. I was limiting what I could do. So if you are trying out your hands on Azure, or perhaps you are also looking forward to taking the certification for AZ 104 or AZ 901. Okay, and you need a low cost entry point for you to get hands-on experience with Azure. Yeah, get the free, upgrade to pay as you go, and stay low. That is, calculate your budget and do a maintenance so that it doesn't go above your budget and doesn't give you a surprise billing. So this is why I'm here. It's not in use. This did not appear before. I have need for this and this. Okay, so we'll be trying all this out as we go on, but I just wanted to capture that moment of transition from free to pay as you go. Now it is still free, but now because even when it was pay as you go, if you finish your allocated free credits, you have to pay to move forward, and you still have those limitations with you. But this removes the limitation, still leaves the credit, free credit available to you, but removes all barrier to doing things. I know we'll still need some things, some stuff later that requires licensing, but in that case it will not be because of limitation of being under a free tier, right? So when we get to the river, we know how to cross it. Okay, so let's take it stepwise. So that's it for now. So this is available for me to proceed right now, and it says free services for 12 months, expires on Saturday, 16 January 2027. Usage and status data may not be accurate for last 24 hours. Charges for exceeding your free service limit will be billed to your payment method and can be viewed. So remember, I already have my credit card attached to this, so it's telling me that I should mind the way I use it, because charges for exceeding my free limit will be billed to my credit card. Okay, so and it takes a while for it to get an accurate hold of your right. So here we are checking other things, activity log. Okay, so you can come and see where there are issues. 6 hours ago, what did I do? Okay, so that's my email for subscription. So I'll be sharing my journey on this Azure stuff as time goes on. I'm getting a hold of it, and I'll be sharing with you guys on my channel, on my YouTube channel, and all my other channels too. Okay, so that's it for now. Let's hang it there for that. So if I were now going to create resource again, and then I looking at virtual machines, to create a virtual machine. Okay, so because there is no existing virtual machines, we are starting with no virtual machines to display. Create a virtual machine that runs Linux or Windows. Select an image from the marketplace or use your own customized image. So I click create, and there are the options you have. This is just a basic virtual machine, best for lower traffic workloads, testing, or to control or highly customized apps, OS or file system. If your workload or traffic starts to grow, the VM can later be attached to a virtual machine scale set. We'll learn about this later. This is for scalability in case your traffic or your load increases suddenly. Okay, so you may not have to do anything than allow it to just grow, and then it's just like you want to travel, or you are going for a picnic, and you have a car. Okay, now for those who have maybe a wagon, the normal car takes like just 5 passengers, that is the driver plus 4 additional persons. But perhaps you have a collapsed seat at the back of the passengers, that is, it's a wagon. So imagine that you can just put up the last row of seats, and suddenly your 5-seater car becomes an 8-seater car. That is scalability, right? So that's what exactly this does. And then when you don't have much passenger, you can collapse it again. So it's a fair way of talking about this virtual machine skill set. So built-in scaling, performance optimization, load balancing, and batch management for 1 to 1000 VMs, no added cost. Include multiple VM sizes, zones, regions, and domains, along with discarded spot VMs. So you see that with this now, you can put up 1000 VMs suddenly. So assuming that maybe you have a website that is serving the public, and during Black Friday, so you have a spike, right? So people, maybe before this time you used to have 100 visitors per day, and during Black Friday people suddenly rush and have 100,000 participants, people trying to browse your page. So you are better off being at this virtual machine skill set, so that you are sure that it will meet up with the requirements. So let's go ahead with this and choose the virtual machine. So creating the virtual machine. So so my subscription is still Azure subscription 1. If you have other subscriptions to show here, so we select the one we have. For the resource group, I've already created a few resource group there. Resource group is to help us manage group of resources, that's it's implied, so that we can handle them like in a box. Okay, so it's like a convenient way of logically putting things together. Okay, if you go to Walmart to buy stuff, for example, and you are given a bag, okay, so in each bag, in order for you to be able to undo those stuff from the store to your car, you get a bag to handle them. So at that point, you have to just do something. If you have a big cart, for example, and then you cannot take the cart to your car, for example, or even if you take it to your car, you need to now subdivide it into kind of group. For example, you may decide to put in a bag only groceries, or sometimes you may mix it up, but at least there must be something that helps you to group them together in the first instance before you're able to even regroup. So it helps you to have a whole handle on what you are doing at that particular point in time. So for this, we just give it a name. Find the name for this. What name was I proposing the other time? So let me create a new save. So this is test VM. So there's a naming convention for this. I think let me just put this for now. Test VM. Oh, let me put it accepts Olu. And let's go one. Okay, so that's my first. Okay, I can always do something else later. So let me just take that and then give the machine a name. Okay, this is actually where I wanted to use test VM. Right, so test VM -1. All right. Okay, so let's get to where the challenge was, to see that the challenge has disappeared. All right, so take note here now that as we are setting up this, we still have the US, and perhaps maybe I want to change to Canada to reduce latency. All right, so here I am now. So I have selected that. Okay, deploy to an Azure extended zone. No, I don't want to do that for now. Save selected zone. Let's leave it at that. Okay. You can now select multiple trusted launch virtual machines. Yeah, let's pick standard for now. We'll see the different data, but let's see standard. That's the basic level of security for your virtual machines. The other one, trusted launch virtual machines, protects against persistent and advanced attacks on Gen 2 virtual machines with configurable features like secure boots, virtual trusted platform, BTPM. So we don't need that for now. Let's do with this, and then the image you want. So this is where I had a challenge. I could not get a cheap one that will not cost me much while experimenting. So let me just pick the latest from here. I could do Windows, I could do Windows Server, and all of that. Very good for you to have experience with Windows Server without having to put up a physical system or label your laptop. Though I have a lab setup virtual machines, which I will talk about later. Okay, so but for now, let's do with this. So I'm selecting the latest Ubuntu here. Right, this image is compatible with additional security features. Click here to swap to this trusted launch. So for now, I'm leaving it as it is. Wrong with Azure Spot discount. Azure Spot offers unused capacity at discounted rate. Workload should tolerate infrastructure loss as Azure may capacity for regular workload. So it's telling us that this Spot offer is like maybe you have a bus going somewhere and it's not having full capacity and decides to drop the tariff for people on the road. While they're speaking, them is telling them that if you join this bus, it's cheaper, because if we go the way we are, the bus is being underutilized, is below capacity. So that Spot discount is to maximize the resources at that point in time. Otherwise, it's a wasted resource. So if you subscribe for Spot discount, that means when the workloads are down, says workload should tolerate infrastructure loss as Azure may recall capacity for regular workload. So at this point in time, you may just but for us, this is my first one I'm doing, so let's just leave it at that. I will open this to search into that area. So you are in the free trial period. Cost associated with this VM can be covered by remaining credits on your subscription. You understand? So we are not incurring anything here, even if this is going to cost us something, right? So the size, okay, I think this is where we were looking at to get okay, I think this is where the issue is not in the first one there. So we're looking at getting B1. So B to have a B1. Okay, so if there's B and then this. So let's see what this is about. We get okay. Okay, so this is still high for me. I need something cheaper that will cost maybe about $8 or something per month. Perhaps to have any cheaper one here. See all sizes. Select a VM and say B. Select right. So which is still high. I don't want this amount. Okay, let's stop it for here. I will continue the video from here later. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Bye for now.